have chosen wisely.
My previous review, of course, we took a look at Spider-Man: A Brand New Day, The Hulk. And thank you guys that watched that video and liked and commented. I appreciate it. This time, of course, we've got to go to the main man himself, Spider-Man. Much like the Hulk packaging's, you know, you got the characters on the bag. Nice little shot of Spidey. But let's get this thing out of the package, see what he can do articulation-wise, and check out his accessories. All right? All right. All right, so we've got Spidey out of the box, just standing there. Now, with the Spider-Man figure, you have to have, you know, an assortment of hands. He comes with the fisted hands on him. It wouldn't be a Spider-Man figure without some wall crawling, and you get a pair of each. Wall crawlers with the, of course, the joint there, swivel. And there, it looks like there's a piece missing there. I'm not sure, but the fingers are painted well with the line work. But that's weird. Okay. And of course, you have to have as well a couple of thwipping hands. No, I guess that's just the way it is. Let me look at the back of both of these side by side. It just seems like the webbing design's a little, well, I don't know. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, especially since he's going back in the box. And the other two things you get, which is weird, you get two web effects. Both of this little clamp, which I'm assuming, because in the, you gather from the movie, as his powers increase, so does his strength, his agility, and the strength of his webbing. There's even a scene where he's got the Hulk webbed up and he's leaning forward. I'll put a shot of that up here on the left, and you can see the actual webbing digging into his skin because he's pulling against it. I think these are designed to clip onto his wrist as like web shields. That's what I think. And you get a smaller one and a larger one. If there's another use for them, let me know in the comments and straighten me out. But that's what I think they're for, based on the two little clamps. Let's take a look at him, starting off with the head sculpt. Nice, clean. I looked at a few of them. Didn't see any that had any visible imperfections on them, so, which is good. I do like the darker blue and the deeper, richer red color, which if you look at the trailer, the way the costume is a different color, and just the way it's shot, it looks fantastic. And I do kind of like this darker version as opposed to that final swing version at the end of the last movie, which was very, when he was, you know, on the rooftop during the snow. It was much brighter, but I do like this look. Take a look at the spider emblem on the chest. Again, nice and clean. The black one on the front, red one on the back, and you line them up, of course, and it matches up with the legs there on the lower back. Spider butt. Yeah, very, very nice. Peg holes, of course. So let's see what this Spider-Man can do articulation-wise. Looks like there's a ball joint and a hinge, so boom. Way, way up high. That's good. That's real nice. As well as looking down. Okay. I like that. You got a cut here in the upper torso or diaphragm. Lots of movement now. Goes back about that far there and forward. But I can tell there's another crunch here at the waist. So boom, you can get him leaning way over. You take it back too far, of course you get a gap right there, so, but that's good. Let me see. Of course the arms are going to do, you know, out to 90 plus and rotate 360, and I'm sure there's a nice double bend at the elbow. Yep. And wrist is going to hinge up and down and swivel, as well they should. Let's get a look at his legs, kicking way up to there. Obviously, there's going to be, I haven't moved him yet. That's a double bend. Yeah, there it goes. Nice and tight on the joints, which I like. Feet. Gonna pirouette, ski jump, and rocker, of course. I think these legs drop down. Let me see. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a little click right there for the gap, so you can get it even wider, you know, for some of those. Here, we put them in a Spidey-esque pose real quick. Of course, he doesn't have a whipping hand on there, but let's pretend that he does. That foot should be forward a little bit. Boom. You know, so he'll do Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. And it looks like there's a butterfly joint. Yeah, there is. So you can also get that. Hold on. I want to reenact something real quick. That first pose at the beginning when he jumps off the roof and he's falling for a minute before he webs up. He just jumped off the roof. So nice. Oops, sorry, hit the camera there. But yeah, that butterfly goes way, way back. See? All in all, pretty cool. I'm hoping we get some more figures from this movie. I think we will. I wouldn't be surprised. San Diego Comic-Con is next weekend. I'm sure there'll be some reveals. Again, not surprised if we don't see a Tombstone, Boomerang, Tarantula, Scorpion. I think they'll bring out everybody. And who knows? We could even get a different Hulk or possibly a black-suited Spider-Man. There's been rumors that that could be a part of this movie. I don't know. They're trying to keep a lid on most of it, but if you watch the interviews, they're doing heavy, heavy publicity now. And Tom Holland and Zendaya and what's his name, Ned, I can't remember the actor's name. They're out there and they're talking a lot. And the more Tom gets in front of the public, the more apt he is to let something slip. Him and Ruffalo are notorious for giving away secrets. But anyway, there you go. There's Spider-Man from Spider-Man Brand New Day. Opens up in just 2 weeks from today. So I can't wait. I'm going to go see it opening weekend for sure. So let me know in the comments below if you like this figure, if you like this review. Like, comment, subscribe. And Gary, always mess up at the end. Gary from Gary's Grails, trying to remind you once again that your grails are out there. Go find them. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.